We are just hours away from STARRCADE. And here on this go-home edition of SmackDown, we're going to kick things off with a match for the WWE Tag Team titles. Los Latharios, who defeated the Trick Mello Gang last weekend at Tribute to the Troops. And as a reward or maybe a punishment, they will be taking on the WWE Tag Team Champions, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. The Bloodline contractually obligated to defend those Tag Team Championships, since they have yet to do that since winning them from Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn over a month ago before Survivor Series. Spear from Tonga Loa. STARRCADE could be a big night for the Bloodline. We're going to hear from the High Chief, the final boss, the WWE World Champion, The Rock, later on tonight, as Jacob Fatu will challenge for the Intercontinental title against Seth Rollins. And Nia Jax, who hasn't necessarily had a formal introduction as being a member of the Bloodline. We know that The Rock, coming out of Survivor Series, had two people on his hit list, two people who disappointed him and let him down at Survivor Series. One of them being Seth Rollins, the other, the WWE Women's Champion, Ivy Nile. He said he would deal with both accordingly. We saw with Jacob Fatu, he zeroed in on Rollins. Then we saw Nia Jax turn her attention towards Ivy Nile. And so the Bloodline, they've already got the tag team titles we see here. The world title with The Rock, the High Chief. They're looking to add the WWE Intercontinental Championship and also the WWE Women's Championship at STARRCADE. Berto now in the driver's seat here. Drop kick. Rolls Tonga Loa over. Only gets a 1. The Bloodline, who, like we said, defeated Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They didn't do it alone. They did have some help. The Rock contributed to that victory, as well as Jacob Fatu. DDT goes for the cover. An Angel in to stop the count. Tama Tonga again. And 3, and that'll do it. The Bloodline successfully defending their tag team championships here. And here's Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. We have not seen KO and Sami since they lost the titles. They are back in a big way, and you gotta think that the High Chief, The Rock, not gonna be too happy with what just went down here. Next, we're gonna have a submission match. Pete Dunne will be taking on Gunther. Gunther wanting a little bit of a warm-up to his Fight Pit match coming up at STARRCADE against CM Punk. And the rules of a fight pit: no pinfalls, no countouts, no disqualifications. You are locked inside of a cage, and the only way to win is by either knockout or submission of your opponent. You can kind of look at it as MMA rules, UFC rules. And while Punk has definitely kind of had Imperium's number as of late, he has been barred from the arena tonight. But one thing you got to keep in mind when it comes to CM Punk, in matches in his career, we can really look back at his time in the UFC, his very short UFC career. He hasn't exactly fared well under those rules. And with maybe the two worst nights in Punk's professional career taking place inside of an octagon, this one will be inside of the fight pit structure. But he's getting in there with the ring general, Gunther. And you got to think, locked in a space, Gunther, he's going to try to do some things to try to give himself an advantage. And you know Punk is going to be expecting that. But it's going to be interesting to see who will be able to get the other to tap, or who's going to have the ability to knock out the other. We know Punk has got submission moves in his repertoire. We know he's got some knockout ability. The GTS is a move that can knock somebody out. Dunne here, not able to get Gunther to tap. And you can look at the chest of Gunther, and his back just beat red. It's great that he's wanting to get a little bit of a tune-up, a little bit of a workout in, heading into STARRCADE. But Pete Dunne has clearly done a number on the ring general. Gunther having some trouble getting Pete Dunne to tap out. And delivers another powerbomb. And then now with a rear naked choke, the same move that Mickey Gall used to get CM Punk to tap in his UFC debut is enough for Gunther to get the victory and get Pete Dunne to tap out here on SmackDown. Now it's time to run through the WWE side of the STARRCADE card. Braun Strowman puts his WWE United States Championship on the line against Karrion Kross. Nia Jax, with the blessing of The Rock, will challenge Ivy Nile for the WWE Women's Championship. A match we just talked about inside of a fight pit. It's going to be CM Punk and Gunther, and the only way to win is by knockout or submission. And then Seth freaking Rollins puts his WWE Intercontinental Championship on the line against The Rock's right-hand henchman, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. And now, speaking of The Rock, the High Chief of the Bloodline, the final boss, the man that still calls himself the People's Champ, and the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, The Rock, Rock has been pretty quiet since Survivor Series. We've not seen much of The Rock, but we have seen the Bloodline as a whole make their presence felt not only on Raw and SmackDown, but also last weekend at Tribute to the Troops. You got to think he's going to maybe lay out what he wants to see at STARRCADE. We know the Survivor Series and Halloween Havoc before it, both big nights for the Bloodline. Will STARRCADE be as well? The Rock says that after what went down earlier tonight, he will deal with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn later. Tonight, it's about STARRCADE, and it's about Jacob Fatu and Nia Jax bringing more gold to the Bloodline. Seth Rollins and Ivy Nile let him down at Survivor Series, but he wants to talk about somebody who impressed him, Braun Breaker, and he wants Braun to come out and join him in the ring. And out comes the badass. Braun says it was his pleasure to do what he did at Survivor Series and be the last man standing for his team. Rock says, as a show of gratitude for what you did at Survivor Series, and because I'm the High Chief, I am entering you in the Royal Rumble as Entrant 30. Braun says, thank you, my High Chief. So there you have it, our first name announced for the Royal Rumble, Braun Breaker, Entrant 30, thanks to The Rock.